Is to mute yourself on YouTube, or else you'll get a circular sound.
Okay, because it's not the same computer and we don't have it in our.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it in that one because we're not using a microphone. We're going directly into the system. We're out of this one.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. We are so glad to be here tonight for this joyful celebration of Shabbat. Everyone take a deep, deep breath. Let's do that one more time. Let's take a deep breath of fresh air. We welcome you to our annual Camp Shabbat service. There are so many moving parts tonight. We're so grateful to our men's group who organized a barbecue for us. Let's just give a round of applause. The men's group at the sisterhood who helped out. We are nourished in body, and now we're about to be nourished with soul as well. My name is Rabbi Zach Shapiro, and I welcome you. Here with Kendra Freilich, and it's our first time together in like all summer. I've been away, Kendra was away, we've both been away, but now we're here. And we are here with our extraordinary summer camp song leader, Ryan Lucas, who is a product of Temple Akiba. And we're here with our brand new song. Can't hear in here? All right, is that better? We're here with our brand new Temple song leader, Michael Rothbart, who just began last week, and he is going to be joining us on a regular basis for our Shabbat worship. Kendra and I are kind of taking a step back for a lot of, even though we're here, we're going to take a little bit of a step back and let our song leading musicians lead us through many of the prayers. We are going to open with the singing of Ine Matov. How wonderful it is that we're here together as a community. It's in our prayer books on page 10. Page 10, everyone. Take it away.
How sweet it is. How sweet it
We would like all of our camp counselors to come forward to help us with the lighting of our Shabbat candles, as well as the Kiddush. The candle lighting is on page 2 of our prayer books. So summer camp counselors, come stand by Candelani over here.
Neil, summer. Neil. Counselor.
We ask for everyone to please rise for our contribution, page 5.
The trick, you good? Okay. Okay. We'll be continuing with Shir Hallelujah. I know that. Shir hallelujah, shir hallelujah, shir hallelujah. Shir hallelujah, shir hallelujah. Shiru, shir, 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 hallelujah. Shir, shir, hallelujah. Shir, 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 hallelujah.
Everyone, we're gonna rise now for our formal call to worship. We're on page 28 for the Baruch Hu. Page 28, please rise, everyone. Continuing on page 34 with the words to Shema Yisrael, page 34, everyone. Please be seated, everyone. Except for the CIT. We would like the CITs to come forward to lead us in the Via Hata. We are on page 36.
Yeah.
All right. God, time, hello.
Mika Mocha on page 40. The Mika Mocha on page 40. Sorry about that.
We are going to turn now to page 46, and we ask all who are able to please rise for the Amidah. Page 46, everyone.
Adonai, second time to be on it to give that Adonai, my lips and my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Elohim Abraham, Elohim Yitzchak, Elohim Elohim Sarah, Elohim Mithra, Elohim Abraham, Elohim Leah, Ahel Magadol, Hagibor, Hanukah, Elohim it's all fair, but stay out of my boat. Maybe without me, like my show, There for Moshiach Magin. Baruch atah Adonai. Yes, Rasul Yadam. Asani Bodem Amadari. Lefay Hakon Nazar. Ram Levoshiach. And Hakeru Family and Innocent. Lefay Hakon Ben Rahmani Kabin. Baruch atah Adonai. Atah kadosh v'shivcha kadosh. Kadoshim b'choyom hallelujah selah. Baruch atah Adonai. Kadosh.
Please be seated, everyone. Shabbat shalom, everyone. I'd like to share what has become one of my very favorite stories from the summer. Not about the summer, but a story that I like to share during the summer. And it's called The House with the Golden Roof. So once upon a time, there was a young girl. She was not yet a bat mitzvah. Her name was Sarah. And every day, Sarah would come home from school in the late afternoon. And she would always look to a house that was in a canyon, well, up a canyon a little bit, not far from her own. And that house always had this beautiful golden roof. And she would go back to her own home, and her own home was ordinary. It had like a brown roof or something like that. And she would say to her booby, her grandma, Grandma, I wish that we could have a house that was special, like that house with the golden roof. Well, days went on, weeks went on, months went on, and little Sarah would always come home from school and look at that house with the golden roof. And she would wish so much that she could be there. And she said, Bubbies, can you take me someday to go and visit that home? Because I will bet that in that home are the most special, incredible people. And I bet that they eat delicious matzo ball soup. And I'll bet that they have wonderful toys to play with. And Booby said to little Sarah, you know, Sarah, next week, let's go. Let's pack some special things together and we'll go and we'll visit the house with the golden roof. Well, Sarah could hardly wait. And finally, the day came. And she and her grandma set on the journey for the house with the golden roof. Now, it was not an easy journey. They had to start by going down to the river because they lived partway up a canyon as well. And so they journeyed down. Thank you very much, Ryan. They journeyed down and it was kind of treacherous. They had to go over rocks and through puddles of water. And sometimes the water even got up to their knees. But finally, they got to the base where the river was, but they still had to climb. And Sarah and Bubby could see up the hill, still kind of far away, was the house with the golden roof. And they journeyed on. And they had to sometimes walk around huge boulders. And at one point, they even had to climb a little bit of a tree to get to the next level. They got hungry and they got tired, but they still kept on going. And finally, they got to the door of the house with the golden roof. And it was then that little Sarah looked up and she noticed that the roof of this house that looked gold from far away was just a brown, ordinary roof. Anyway, they knocked on the door. And there was a very nice family, and they explained to the family what they were doing. And Sarah said, I'll bet you've got delicious matzo ball soup. And the people there said, why don't you try some? And it tasted kind of like Sarah's soup from back home. And Sarah said, do you have wonderful toys to play with? And well, they had the exact same toys that Sarah had. And Sarah got very disappointed. But then, as Sarah and Booby were leaving, they looked across the canyon to their own house. And as the sun was setting, they noticed that the sun's reflection on their ordinary brown roof made it look like a golden roof. And Sarah realized right then that her own home was indeed a house of gold. And she realized that inside of her house was her family and her booby and her toys and her matzo ball soup. And she realized at that point that sometimes you go on a journey looking for something else, when right there in your own home is everything that is really special. And so Sarah didn't go looking for the house with the golden roof anymore. She and Booby went home and they had their Shabbos dinner, and they realized that all the gold in the world was right there where they lived. Friends, we want you to take a deep breath and think about something in your own house that's truly a golden piece of goodness that's always there, that embraces you with love. We take a moment to pray silently.
Yeah, 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 yeah. 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 We all got a life to live. We all got a gift to give. Just open up your heart. We all got a piece to bring. We all got a song to sing. Just open up your heart. Yeah. Reach out when you need. Because it's a melody. When we share our hopes and our dreams, one of us can send a melody. We all got a mountain to climb. We all got truth to find. Just open up your heart. We all got a piece to bring. We all got a song to sing. Just open up your heart. Yeah. Reach out to you when you need. We become this melody. When we share our hopes and our dreams, each one of us is a melody. Is she? Para melody, hopes and our dreams. Para melody, each one of us is a melody. Para melody, all our hopes and our dreams. Para melody, each one of us is a melody. Yeah. Reach out to you and you need. We become B'Tselem Elohim. What? When we share our hopes and our dreams. Each one of us B'Tselem Elohim. Each one of us B'Tselem Elohim. Each one of us B'Tselem Elohim.
Friends, we've all been following what has been going on in Maui. It is nothing short of devastating. When we come to this point in our service for Misha Bera, or prayer for healing, we need to do a lot more than pray. I'm going to ask each of you, when you get home on Shabbat, to do this positive mitzvah of going online and making a donation, a monetary donation, to help the communities in Hawaii who are suffering so much. One of the websites I found, which is very helpful, is Maui Jews. Just type it in there, Maui Jews, it'll come to the Malibu Jewish community. The funds that are sent through them do not just go to the Jewish community, they go to everyone. But at least it enables us to be Jewishly focused when we make our donation. And I really hope that each and every one of the households that is here tonight thinks deeply about what you can do to help. And while they need supplies, it's hard to ship supplies from here to there. The best thing that we can do is to give of our money to help them out and to help our world out. So yes, they're in our prayers, but they should also be in our action. So please, please, please help out. To couple that action with prayer, we do offer a Misha Bera. It's on page 253, the center of the page. And while we're praying for the community in Maui, we also pray for those in our own community, our family and our friends, who can use an extra prayer and an embrace of goodness at this time. We're going to sing together the first part of the prayer. And when we get to the center, as my eyes meet yours, please share names of people that you know who could use our help.
Thomas is of your family.
That's all now because.
Before we invite up our board member for the official board announcements, we wanted to invite forward an extraordinary member of our team who has guided our congregation through the best summer we've ever had. And so, Robin Altman, if you will please come forward. Robin has been the director of our summer camp, our summer day camp program, and she is nothing short of extraordinary. Robin, we love you. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. So I wanted to come up here and ask the counselors a question in front of all of you. I hope that that's okay. So if you're a counselor, can you guys stand up? How many of you guys, how many of you guys have been to day camp? Did you grow up at day camp?
Wow.
So there's more that are not here tonight that would have also raised their hand, but I feel like I'm in my the point of my career where I could say I saw them grow up. I knew that there are a lot of them. And you guys can sit down, but wait, before you sit down, let's cheer for them because they we had a wonderful summer. But the thing that makes our camp different from every other camp that I either talk to people about or I visit is the people who start coming to our camp when they're 5, they don't ever leave. They might leave because they think they can find a better camp, but they always come back. And that just brings such a life to our camp that you can't replicate that anywhere else. Oh, I'm sorry, my mind went blank. Sorry, I'm going by the so they bring with them their history and their love for camp, and that is what is instilled in all of these children. And it's really just been a pleasure to watch. It's not normal by any means to have this many teenagers come to a day camp. And we're so excited about that. And I can't thank you guys enough. People say, oh, you planned the camp. I could take credit for maybe 10%. You know, the counselors can take a lot of credit, but also the kids that come to camp, we couldn't do half of what we do if the kids weren't amazing. So all of that combined is the formula for success. So thank you all for your support. Counselors, you were amazing all summer. I hope you had a meaningful summer. I know I did, and have a great year.
Whoa. Robin, don't go away.
Oh. I'm just gonna give a gift from Robin.
Introduce yourself.
Shabbat shalom. My name is Brooke. I was the unit head at day camp. This was actually my dream job when I was 5 years old. So I loved camp, and growing up, I always had great counselors and unit head, and I always told everyone, I'm going to work at day camp. I want to be a unit head. And now I'm 19, I got to be a unit head, and it's been amazing working with Robin and all the other staff. And your children, they're so sweet and lovely, and they bring such great energy and positivity to camp. And I just feel like we're such a loving and sharing environment. So thank you. And thank you, Robin, for being there to support us and leaving here to meet you. Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Brooke. We'd now like to invite forward, representing our congregation, one of the newest members of our Board of Trustees, Leah Potok. Leah, come on forward and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. I'm Leah. I'm the ACC trustee. I have a couple announcements. A reminder.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so announcement number one, please renew your membership. It's been another remarkable year at Temple Akiba with many new incredible events that brought us back as a community. And now it's time to renew your membership, reconnect with Temple friends, recharge your spirit, and renew your commitment to our wonderful community. This Sunday, we have a blood drive from 8:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. If you can sign up, that would be great. We need a lot more donors, and it's a really important cause. We are always at a shortage for blood. So if you can, please do. Friday, August 18th at 5:30, there's an open house. Please invite your friends. If they're interested in becoming members, or maybe they're not interested yet. They're a great opportunity for you to introduce neighbors, friends, prospective members to our clergy, tour our facility, and connect with our wonderful community. The evening includes wine and cheese for the adults and yummy snacks for the children at 5:30 p.m. Shabbat services start at 6:30 that day. And then on Friday, August 25th at 5:30, there's a donor recognition gathering. We'll be recognizing Temple Akiba's members who made gifts of $180 or more above their membership dues for the 2022 and 2023 fiscal year. Join us for this special occasion held outdoors. There will be crudité, cheese, and drinks provided by David's Events. Your support and the support of all our donors helps Temple Akiba's 2022-2023 year be such a successful year, and it's truly another example of how our light shines brighter together. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Once again, thank you to our men's group and our sisterhood for organizing tonight's barbecue. Thank you to Ryan, our incredible summer camp song leader. Thank you to Michael, who really just came in and began helping us out right away. So he's going to be an extraordinary addition to our team. And it's good to be back as we near the Holy Day season. Yikes. Okay. We're going to ask the congregation to please rise once again for the Aleinu. We're on page 282, about halfway down the page.
Aleinu leshabeach laton hakol, latech mitzvah v'tzedek rishit, v'lo v'tzadik v'yirah ha'atzon, v'lo v'samanu, v'shkavot ha'adamah, v'lo samkel v'yirah, v'lo v'lo
Please be seated, everyone. As we prepare for the mourner's Kaddish, I offer the following reading. It's on page 291, page 291. There are stars up above, so far away we only see their light long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. We remember now friends and family of our community who have died, who continue to shine upon us from their eternal resting spaces. We begin with those for whom we are in Shloshim, the first 30 days of mourning. This week that includes Muhammad Kadem. Muhammad is the father of Ella, who is our nanny. He's a Muslim Persian man, and his funeral is actually on Monday. And he is deep in the heart of my family. We also remember in Shloshim, Ruth Berman. Ruth is the mother of Sarah Rutenberg. Is there anyone else who's observing Shloshim?
Ronald Grundy, my wife's brother.
So Simon.
John Calvin.
We add to their names the yard sites, the anniversaries of the deaths that occur on this Shabbat. And we begin with those who have plaques in our Orford Memorial Room. Jack Berman, Celia Beyer, Lillian Blumen, Herman Bolgatz, Grace Duga, Albert Freed, Lillian Levitin, Ernest Lovey, Irving Myers, Samuel Nussbaum, Leo Orloff, Ruth Paver, Jacob Soloff, Estelle Striro, Lillian Weinberg. We also remember Seymour Altman, Hershey Binder, Arlene Bronner, Eunice Collins, David Davies, Hilda Dershowitz, Claire Dershowitz, Randy Dunn, Tracy Firo, Sonia Fine, Paul Fine, Thomas Freeman, Estelle Gold, Shona Gorvich, Marvin Gordon, Howard Green, Rod Grossman, Jim Hogan, Muriel Jackson, Leah Kitts, Paulette Lagasse, Eva Newman, Maxwell Petrush, Abraham Presser, Helen Reinfleisch, Lillian Rosenblatt, David Rosenthal, Samuel Rothman, Jack Schenkman, Buster David Silberberg, Lou Slutsky, Blanche Sussman, Elaine Trope, Gabriel Jaron Zissner. Are there additional yard sites those here are observing today? Turning to page 294, we rise as a community for the mourner's cottage. Yitgadal, Yitgadash, Shemir Rabah. Biomad Bibrak Urote, Biamnich Malchote. V'chayevon Uvyomechon, U'v'chayev T'kol Beit Israel. V'galav B'zman Karev Himru Amen. Yehi Rabba Mevarach Leolam Wamei Omaya. Yitbarach, Yishtabach, Yitba'ar, Yitromam, Yitnaseh. Yitadar, Yitalev, Yitalal. Shemet Kedusha B'richu. Le'elam min kol birchata b'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechamata. Damiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mroma. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who creates peace in the high heavens help us understand that whenever we reach out to one another, we create peace on earth as well. for all Israel and for all humanity be so. Amen. Be seated, everyone. We're going to ask for all of our counselors, CITs, and campers to form a big circle kind of around as much as you can around this prayer space. Our closing song is not in your books, so put your books down, get ready to clap. It's an appropriate song for our community. It's about Israel. It's called The Hope. Right? Yeah.
Oh. All right, so at camp, when we do this song, traditionally when we do this song, when I sing the parts of the verses, it's sung back to me in a call and response. So if you guys feel comfortable, if you want to do that, feel free to join in with everybody else because it's fun. This is the hope still real, the Jewish hope in Israel. This is the time we stand as one. If not now, when we must be strong, our hearts turn to together. This is the hope. 10,000, 2,000 years. We pray for freedom. Pain and tears. This is our faith. This is our voice. This is our promise. This is our choice. Our hearts turn to the east. Yeah, it's clear so that hold us together. I hope it'll last forever. This is so that hold us together. The hope is still real. Akiba, this is all that holds us together. This is our faith. This is our voice. This is our joy. Akiba. This is our faith. This is our voice. This is our joy. Akiba.
All right, everyone. Before we close the service, we have a Moxie. And then Jeffrey, where is Onig tonight? That way. So once we have finished, if you can please take your prayer books and help us by either stacking them in the back, or if you're going to go through this way, put them on here. That will be helpful to us. And we are going to finish with Motzi. Everyone please rise. Not that that's a tradition to rise for Motzi, but it'll make it easier for you to go afterward.
It's imitating the bread, you know?
Right? Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Rise like the bread. All right. Service leaders, hands to the middle, hands to the middle, hands to the middle.
See, black and clean heart. We give thanks to God for our voices join in happy chorus as our prayer is on the sun. See, black and clean heart.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.